The most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Nevada Wolfpack taking on the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The give on the inside. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. On the option. Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Here's the handoff. And the Bruins get the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he caught it, making him feel you.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. To the air, it's Duncan. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Second down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
To the ground with the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Duncan. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position. Play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Give to the running back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Snags it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Nevada 3, UCLA 0.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. Nevada 3, UCLA 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He finds his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. To throw, it's Duncan. Oh, he wants it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Takes over as the offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Howell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Howell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They're trying to get to him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And that is just about a perfect run as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Goes to the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Scanning the field, it's Duncan. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground. They've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Going to take a shot. And that pass is intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The lone back's got it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down.
Timeout, UCLA.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
No, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to throw, it's Duncan. He's going for the big play. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Into the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half, with the score, UCLA 7, Nevada 3.
And the Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had
Afterburners coming. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Number 12.
When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Line gets set, first down. The toss sweep to the right. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out, there he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Man, having a great back makes life so easy on your offense. It balances everybody out. It commits more guys to the box. And this guy all season long, he's in the top 10 in rushing for a reason. He's continued to make plays. You continue to trust him. This guy is a great running back.
That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Carlson. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. takes over as the offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
42, Spider.
The pitch to the left. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
The Bruins have taken it inside the 20. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And it's no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
That keeps the score. UCLA 14, Nevada 10.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
This Nevada offense really has it going. Movement here from the tight end. Brown has it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Brown. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Handoff to the single back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, UCLA 14, Nevada 10.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going for the big play. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Using his feet. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hardy. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. The option look. He'll toss it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll go to the counter. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. He's got the tight end. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Well, it's obvious a field goal doesn't help them, and not much choice here but to go ahead and try to cash it in.
And I agree, Reese. I think you have to be aggressive here. You don't have a lot of opportunities left. We're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's time to go make a play. Even if you miss it, they got to go the length of the field. You can still be set up with good field position.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Nevada! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fair catch called for and made. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to throw, it's Duncan. Right down the middle. He's got it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Gray. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Quick release on the RPO. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Fast motion from the offense. The give to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the...
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Brings up 3rd down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly. Lasso.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's right on target. They're showing that toughness, using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15.
And how about the defense? How big was that stop? Forcing the punt, getting it back to the offense, and all of a sudden, you feel the momentum now on their side.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air, it's Duncan. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. You're expecting them to throw it here on third.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Wow, it has been textbook on the back end covering all night long for this defense. Did you see that defender break on the ball? It's like he almost knew where the quarterback was throwing it. You can't do it better than that.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big game, bro, when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.